Grandmaster class. Listening test, part C. Chagas disease by Dr. Jack Robson, cardiologist. Get ready, all of you. Chagas disease. So, Chagas disease. Chagas disease, part C. So, there are going to be numerous sessions. Actually, I was not well for the last 1 or 2 days, so I was taking rest. So we are going to with a rejuvenated energy, and we are going to have uh, multiple sessions here. So time is not the limit. Learn quality and be the best. I'm going to restrict the admissions from now onwards. I'm going to take only classical quality students. I'm not going to give admissions to each and every one from now onwards. And I am going to scrutinize the admissions under serious circumstances. And no more discounts, no more, yeah, because when I give discounts, people are not ready to take the full advantage and they're not benefiting, and there's a waste of time for me to spend my time on students who are not really serious. So I am going to cut off all the students who are really not serious. So there is no excuse for that. So when I am very loving, I am extremely loving. When I bind the strings, they are bound forever. So you demanded for that, so I give it to you. So what you have to do is, if you're really serious, those students who are watching on the YouTube or on the Zoom, okay, if you're really serious, if that desire to excel in the OET is there in your blood, they're running fast, come to me. Otherwise, please don't come to Mr. Simon, please. It's a live message, so all of you can understand that one. Now here is our point. Apply the techniques which I am going to give you for every test. So there are 3 doctors whom I admitted with complete fee. So I think instead of giving, yeah, I want to those students who bring name for me rather than simply come and go. So please attend regularly. Yeah, this is the first question here. This is the first question. Why don't we make equality here? Yes, there you are. Go through this question, spend 2-3 minutes, and try to analyze the question. What are the commonalities? What are the exclusions? What are the things which you can deduce? Everything possible. Study the question very carefully. Why does Dr. Robson regard Chagas as a neglected disease? So now you have to find out for this. This is an interview. Can anyone tell me what exactly an interview is? How many speakers will be there? Or any idea you have? You can just, this is an interview with a cardiologist. An interview with a cardiologist. An interview with a cardiologist. You have to understand this background. This person is an expert. This person is an expert. Right. Now, can you please, so 2 people will be there in an interview. Yeah, 2 people will be there in an interview. Then in an interview, an expert is speaking with authority, and the other person will be the interviewer and the interviewee. Here, interviewer and interviewee. So here the interviewee is a Dr. Robson. Okay. And the person who is doing the interview, who is doing the interview is a novice, means doesn't know anything about Chagas. Okay, he's just a mediator. So now if you see this one, Dr. Jack Robson. Dr. Jack Robson. Now, according to this name, do you think that he's a male or she is a female? What do you think of the gender? What do you think of the gender? Jack Robson. Jack Robson. What do you think of the gender? Male. That's awesome. So there is a rule so that you can understand easily. There will be two counterparts, one male and one female. So if the interviewee is a male, then the interviewer is the female. So the other person, so the interviewer asks the questions and the interviewee responds appropriately. So you have to understand these are two different things. Interviewer and the interviewee. So the lady is asking the questions and the man will answer the question. That means whenever a lady asks a question, that means your topic is changing from question number 31 to question number 32. And again the lady comes, it will be question number 33. And again the question comes, it will be question number 34 and 35 and 36 and so on. That's it. That's what it is going to be there. That's what it is going to be there. So whenever the lady comes and asks a question, the question flips to the next question. 31 to 32, 32 to 33. So when a lady's voice comes, you have to move on to the next question. And when the man's voice comes, you have to focus on the answer. Okay. So that is the point. So when the lady's voice comes, you have to flip the question and move on to the next one. That's it. Yeah. So you have to be attentive. Immediately you have to move on to the next question. That means the question is gone. That means the question is gone. Yeah. That's very serious. Focus on these things. What I'm telling you. So this is the easiest part because if it is a monologue, only one person will be speaking. It will be difficult to understand when the topic is changing from one question to another question. But I'm there to help you. I am there to help you. I'm going to be your stronghold. Need not worry until Simon Sir is there. This one, it is a dialogue. An interview is always a dialogue where a person asks a question and another one responds appropriately. And once that is done, another question pops up and the response appropriately. So remember that. Here it is Dr. Jack Robson. It is Dr. Jack Robson. Jack is a male name. So it's a man's voice you'll be listening. Almost. Let us take it for granted. And then yeah. Next. And when the question turns the voice into a female voice, be ready, be alert, and focus on the next question. That's a warning sign. And when the man's voice comes, focus on the answer. Focus on the answer. That's it. There is no excuse for that. Yeah. The next. Now let us see here. Now when you see this question, what is the most important word in this? There are four options. One is this. One is called the stem. One is called the stem. Yeah, the first one is called the stem. Okay, let me write this. The top one is called the stem. The stem. Okay. And these are the branches. The branches. So I'm going to give you a detailed explanation here. The branches. Okay. Yes, was the name of this new doctor who joined today. I did not even save her number. Let me call her. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So these are the branches. These are the branches. You have to understand. These are the branches. There are three branches and there is one stem. One stem and three branches. So if we segregate this into two parts. Yeah, hello doctor. I do not remember your name. Sorry for that. Arsha, right? What's your name? Yeah, yeah. I sent you a link. Join the link immediately, please. Yeah. So sorry for that. And the second set of things. Okay. These are the three branches. The stem and the branches. Now focus what I am telling you. Yes. So, right. I'm going to explain this to you like a small children of KG or nursery. So focus on this one. This one will be very beneficial for you. Yeah. Hello, doctor. Yeah. So now here, this is the title. Yes, doctor. I sent you a link. If you are comfortable, you can join the session. All right. So,
Yes.
yeah. So someone has iPhone. I don't know who it is. Is this a new doctor? Yes. Can you name, please? First name and second name. First and second name, please. Yeah. All right. So I am recruiting mostly doctors now. Yeah. There are 4 doctors online, new students. All right. So, why does Dr. Robson regard Chagas as a neglected disease? What do you think is the most important word in this? Yes, please. You can message your name. You can message in the chat box. Yeah, you can message in the chat box. Thank you. Yes. So, what is the most important? You can chat in the chat box. What's the most? Yeah, Dr. Naresh. Yeah, Dr. Naresh is a 67-year-old doctor, an experienced person. Recently, he has cleared his MRCS or MR some exam. Yes. So he's going to join our group. Yes. Now I can give you your mic. Yeah, you can unmute and you can introduce yourself to us.
Yes, I'm Dr. Naresh Gulati. I'm a pediatrician based in Noida, and I'm 62-year-old, not 67. I just
Yeah, I'm
completed my
sorry for that. I'm
62nd
sorry
birthday.
for that. Yeah.
No issue. I just completed my birthday only 7 days back, and I recently passed my MRCP's clinical exam from Royal College of this UK, and looking forward to go for the OAT on 9th of March.
Right. What is the reason for choosing Grandmaster class or Simon Peter? Do you have anything? Did anybody tell you, or how did you come to notice us? We are very small people.
Yeah,
Just simply found out.
one of uh, one of the doctor actually, she's based in US.
Can you
Actually, she
repeat the
told me
sentence? Can you repeat the sentence?
one of the doctor based in US.
One of the doctors, not one of the doctor.
Doctor.
One of the doctors. One of
Okay,
many.
okay,
Many doctors are there in the US, and one of them. That is
okay,
what you want to tell, right?
okay. Yeah.
One
One
of
of
the
the
doctor is wrong. One of the doctors is right. This is how I correct
okay,
my students. Okay, yeah, carry on.
okay. Sorry, sir. One of the doctors actually based in UK. Sorry, US. Actually, she told me about you.
Okay. Is that Gina Shrestha or somebody else?
I don't know her name. In fact, today only actually I have introduced myself with her, and
Okay.
she's from Hyderabad. That I know, and
Uh-huh.
I don't know much about her.
Okay, fine. Okay. Right. That's fine. Thank you for introducing yourself. I really appreciate.
My,
Thank you
my
once
pleasure
again.
always. My
Yeah.
pleasure always.
Yes, Dr. Rani introduced you, I think. Yes,
Yeah,
Dr.
yeah,
Rani.
Rani.
Yeah, she
Yes.
just messaged me in chat box now. Dr. Rani introduced you. Dr.
Yes,
Rani is
yes.
my student. Dr. Rani
Yeah,
is my
yeah.
student.
Good.
Thank you once again. Yeah,
Well said.
thank you, Dr. Rani, for introducing this great gentleman. Yeah, this is how I get students one by one. Okay, right. So mute all. Yeah. So in this first sentence, this is called the stem. What is the most important word? Many people. Yeah, thank you, Dr. Yeah, Dr. Rani. Thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate your kindness and generosity. Yes. So I wanted you, what is the most important word? Two of them have given the words. Jackson Kirimi, the most obedient nurse, student. And then second one is Rajeshwari. She also gave. Neglected. Jackson, in your hurry, you wrote the spelling mistake. Even in a hurry, you are not supposed to write a spelling mistake. So correct your spelling. And then Rajeshwari, only two have given. What about the rest? What about the rest? Why don't you give the word? All of you, why don't you participate 100%? Why don't you participate 100%? Yes. Now, let us see why this, yeah, Avil is asking why this neglected the most important word. Why he's asking. Yes, now let us consider. That's a prominent question. That's a reasonable question. Now let us see here. Agreed. Simon sir agrees with you that, yes, neglected is the most important word in this sentence, because we know that we are talking, we know that we know the name Dr. Robson even before we listen to this 31st question. And we know that we are talking about Chagas. Yeah. We know that we are talking about Chagas. Yeah. We know that we are talking about Dr. Robson. We already know, even before we started the question, even before we read the question, even before we come into the topic, even before that, you hear an interview with a cardiologist called Dr. Jack Robson, who is an expert on Chagas disease. So how come Chagas will be important? Because it is already known to you. It is nothing new. Disease also is there. So Dr. Robson, Chagas, and disease are already there in the introduction itself. You hear an interview with a cardiologist called Dr. Jack Robson, who is an expert on Chagas disease. On Chagas disease. Try to understand this. Yes. Why this girl is not attending the session and she's sending messages? Join the class. People, I have to tell them every time and again. Yeah. So, right. So, do you agree that these three words are not important? So, now do you agree that these three words are not important? Dr. Robson is not important anymore. Okay. Dr. Robson is not important anymore. Chagas is not important anymore. Disease is not important anymore. These are already introduced in the introduction itself. These are already introduced in the introduction itself. You have a lot of common sense. You're doctors, you're nurses, you're professionals. So you are experts. So why don't you think you apply your common sense to the maximum? That's what I tell you. Apply your common sense to the maximum. Okay, that's what it is. Then, now here, why? Why means a reason. Next point is why. This is the second important word. Why? Why is very, very important. So why neglected? Why neglected? So two important words. Does is not important, regard is not important, as a is not important. These are least important words. Why neglected? So now you should understand. You should understand these things very clearly. Right. Why? Why means, why is it neglected? Why he thinks it is neglected? He thinks it is neglected because that means this is the result of some reason. Why means a reason. So he's asking the reason. So the reason is here. The reason is here. The reason. So the reason is here. Which of these three things is the reason? Which of these three things is the reason? If these are the reason, this is the result. This is called cause and effect theory. This is the result. The result is it is considered as a neglected disease. The result is it is considered as a neglected disease. Because of this reason, this is the result. Mark my words. Because of this reason, this is the result. My stomach was upset for the last 2 days. So I took rest. Why did Mr. Peter take a rest? Because his stomach was upset. So the reason and the result. Why demands a reason. Why demands a reason. Why did Mr. Peter not take classes for the last 2 days? I have taken a little bit, but not so serious. Why did Mr. Peter not take a class yesterday? Because his stomach was upset. So why demands a reason, and the reason you are going to probe for. And the reason will come from the most important word. Why is the question, and the most important word is neglected. Now you have to focus on this word. This is the danger zone. This is the danger zone. Yeah. The word neglected is very important here. Now, can you tell me what are the synonyms of the word neglected? Neglected, discarded, isolated. Come on, write down these words. Neglected, isolated, sidelined, ignored, undermined, rejected, avoided. Come on, write as many words as possible. Abandoned, wonderful. Even I did not think about this word. I know it, but I'm a human being too. Yes, Jackson Kirimi. Yes, has given a good word. Abandoned, rejected, refused, sidelined, marginalized, unattended, okay, ignored. Come on, write down all the words which you want, because you will not hear the word neglected. You will hear some other word. Yes, sidelined, abandoned, ignored, rejected, refused, borderlined, marginalized, borderlined, marginalized, then, yeah, unwanted, undervalued. Very good. Lot of words are there. Now you are ready for the audio. Now you are ready for the audio. Yes. Now let us see the next set. You're half ready, not 100% ready. You're half ready. Okay. Now let us take the first option. Now here I'm eliminating the commonality factor because this word is not going to help you, because this is common. Because this is common. This is unnecessary word. This will not help you in finding the answer. And what are the other words which are not important? So let us exclude. Of, preposition. Okay. It, pronoun. The, article. These are not important words. Okay. Right. Is, verb. Its, pronoun. All the small words in, preposition. A, article. Of, preposition. So you are eliminating are, verb. They, yeah, pronoun. Okay. Do, verb. Okay. So these are unnecessary words. These are unnecessary words. Now, if you exclude these things, now what are the most important words in the first A? Now find out the word, select the word which is the most important word in A. Select the most important word in A. If you follow today's class, definitely you'll target A grade. Yeah. What is the most important word according to you in option A? Option A. What is the most important word to you according to option A? Yes. This is actually one word only. It's a compound noun, we call it. It is a compound noun. Social groups is a compound noun. Okay. Social groups is a compound noun. Yeah. Social groups. So this is talking about the groups as a whole. This is groups as a whole. Very good. Now let us go to the option B. All of you participate, please. All of you participate. In the second one, focusing on which area? Is it groups? No. Yeah. Nouns are more important. Nouns are more important. If nouns are not there, patience. Why did you put apostrophe, Anita? There is no need to put apostrophe, right? Yeah, patience. First one is groups, second one is patience. So problem with first one is problem is with the groups. Second one is problems with the patients. Okay. First one is with the groups. Second one is the patients. And third one, come on, third one, option C. Remember always nouns are more important. So cases. So this is groups, this is patients, and this is cases. These are statistics, these are individuals, these are groups. So here the categorization is segregated into three different. These are groups, these are patients, and these are cases. Cases means statistics, how many people. Okay. Now, can you give the synonyms for the word groups? Any synonyms for the word groups? Because synonyms, these only will hear, your same word will not come. What are the synonyms for the word groups? Teams, correct? Correct. Can I see anybody who is going to guess the word which is there in the audio? I'll be very proud if you can guess the word which is there in the audio. I know you can. I know you know the word. All of you know this word. What is there in the word in the audio? I know, but you don't know. But you try. Everyone knows this word. Collection is right, but not the exact word in the audio. Yes, guess. The word starts with a C. Yes, Rajeshwari has guessed the word. Community. Okay, this word may be heard. Okay, next. Patience. Patience. What are the words for other things? Patience. Patience. What are the other words you can use? Clients. Yeah. Individuals. Yeah. Members. Yeah. And cases. Cases. What synonyms can you give for cases? Yes. Okay, fine. Now let us focus on this one. Now we are going to listen to the audio.
To the test, you'll hear two different extracts.
Recognised activities. For example, this could be helping. Now onto my case study. When I first met him, I turned up. Imagine how he must have felt. One day, by whatever other means were open to.
I think this is part C only, yeah?
Part C. In this part of the test, you'll hear two different extracts. In each extract, you'll hear health professionals talking about aspects of their work. For questions 31 to 42, choose the answer A, B, or C, which fits best according to what you hear. Complete your answers as you listen. Now look at Extract 1. Extract 1, questions 31 to 36. You hear an interview with a cardiologist called Dr. Jack Robson, who's an expert on Chagas disease. You now have 90 seconds to read questions 31 to 36.
Today we're talking to Dr. Jack Robson, a cardiologist and Chagas disease specialist in the USA. Dr. Robson, what is Chagas disease and why is it referred to as a neglected disease?
Chagas is caused by a parasite called Trypanosoma cruzi. Most sufferers become infected when they're bitten by an insect, commonly known as the kissing bug, which carries the parasite.
Right.
People often don't realize they've been bitten, and during the initial phase of the infection, symptoms are normally mild or absent.
Okay.
70% of those infected never develop complications. For the other 30%, the disease tends to remain silent for a long time, often 30 years, but it eventually enters a chronic phase characterized by serious cardiac, digestive system, and neurological disorders. About 7 million people worldwide are thought to have Chagas, but it attracts relatively little publicity or funding for research. This indifference is largely down to it being primarily a disease of marginalized communities in Latin America, where it's endemic. You need resources to force significant action.
Right, I see. And are there any concerns in the USA about Chagas?
Yes, the insect carrying the parasite is actually endemic to the southern U.S.
Yeah. Now, you can submit your answer, please. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Submit your answer. Yes, all of you, give your answer. Nobody has given C, but a B and more Bs and some few As. So Rajeshwari A, Manjula A, Avil A, Rani A, 4 As and Bs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Bs. Okay, now let us see here. I'm going to show you the answer first. Okay. So I'm going to prove how easy it is to find the answer. Yeah. Print screen. Yes. Question 31. Yeah. So I can erase these things. Clear all drawings. Close. Yeah. Now I'm going to show you the answer. Answer key. Yeah. Answer key is here. I don't want you to see the other answers, so that's why. So third page, part B. Yes. So there you are. So hold your breath. The answer is A. How come? Majority of them have selected the wrong option. How come this is the right answer? You may be surprised, but the fact of the matter is this is the right answer. Okay, 31 is A. Because of the social groups it mainly affects. Now let me explain you. Yeah, Dr. Rane. Let me see. Yes, Dr. Rane, you have given the right answer. That's good. Okay, you are saved. Okay, you're laughing. Great. So that's it. Right. Now coming to the point, how do we know that this is the right answer? That means you are not quick to respond to certain words. Okay, I'll take you there. That is why the official question papers have some audio scripts. Now this audio script will tell us why we went wrong. This official paper will tell us why we went wrong. Okay. Yes. $31. Yeah. This is the point. Yeah. What I'll do is I have to take this. Yeah. Yes. This is enough for us. Take a snapshot. Yeah. Yes. You should know why you are tricked and fooled, why you miss the answer. That is very, very essential. Okay, I'm trying to bring it forward. Yes. There you go. So this already we have seen. Yes. So we have already seen this one. So why Dr. Robson regarded Chagas as a neglected disease and all these things we have seen. Now coming to the point, I told you the most important word is neglected. The answer comes from the word neglected. Neglected means, okay, what is the word which is similar to neglected here? Okay, neglected. What are the words here in this question? Okay, you can think about the word. What is the word which is telling about the word neglected? Yes, somebody said marginalized. Yes, you are right. Jackson Kirimi, Dr. Naresh, both of you are right. Absolutely right. And there are many other clues also. Okay. Marginalized means sidelined. Margin. Margin means border. Border, not the city center. Outside, slum areas. Marginalized. And then this word is taking you to, I'm telling you very clearly, just focus on these points. Just focus on these points. The word marginalized, neglected is taking you to here. Then the next word, the very next word is communities. The very next word is communities. Remember this, marginalized communities. And this communities means groups. Yeah, that's it. So simple as it is. It comes and it goes just like that. Yeah. So you think this is the only place? He has given in multiple occasions. He has given in multiple occasions. Now let us see what are the other occasions which you have given. Come on, guess right if you can. For any other place. So here you can see it attracts relatively little publicity. That's it. Little publicity. That means it is not well known. Means ignored. If publicity is not there, the movie will not run. The more the publicity, the better the performance of the movie. So like that. It attracts relatively little publicity. Publicity is less. So that means it is neglected. Okay. It is neglected. About 7 million people worldwide are thought to have Chagas, but in spite of this much statistics, it attracts relatively little publicity. Publicity is not there, funding is not there, research is not there. So what do you mean by that? There is no research means neglected. There is no funding means neglected. See, if I fund my elder son and if I don't fund my younger son, that means it is neglected. If I do research about my elder son and I don't do research about my younger son, that means what? That means I neglect my younger one. Okay, right? So I do research on students. If I do research more on doctors and less on nurses, that means nurses are neglected. Okay, in the same way, right? So everywhere. So funding, the more the funding, that means importance Research is more, means more importance. Publicity is more, means more importance. So you should understand the clue line there. You should understand the clue line. Publicity. Why do you make it public? Because it is important. Why do you fund? Because it is important. Why do you research? Because it is important. You do research because it is important. You do funding because it is important. You do publicity because it is important. But the funding is little, comparatively very little. That means it is neglected, not sufficient, insufficient, inadequate, insufficient, lacking, drawback. So all these are the synonyms. Yes, of course, you're right. So now you can understand here. And the most important word is indifference. What do you mean by indifference? Can you tell me what is the meaning of the word indifferent? Do you think he has told only one? No, he has given multiple clues. But all the clues are tough clues. All the clues are tough clues. Only an A grade student can answer this question. It doesn't mean that all the students who answer these questions are A grade students. I don't think so, because there may be lottery system also. Blindly they got the answer. Who knows? Yeah. What do you mean by indifference? Anybody? Indifference means unimportance. Yes, you are right. Now I'll show you what is the power of these words. First of all, you should know why you are doing OET. You don't know why you are doing OET. You don't know why you are doing OET. First of all, let me show you. Let me prove that what is important in OET. I have to go to, yeah. So let us go to the father, that is Cambridge Dictionary. Now here, the word neglected. Neglected means not receiving enough care or attention. Okay. Neglected means not receiving enough care or attention. It is C1 vocabulary. C1 vocabulary. Neglected means C1 vocabulary. See the power play of the words here. What should I do here? Is I'll bring the PowerPoint, no, Word document. Yeah. Yeah. So neglected. The word neglect, what type of word is this? You will be learning new things which you are totally unaware of. Neglect means a C1 vocabulary. Just now I have shown you C1 vocabulary. It is a C1. I will tell you what is C1 afterwards for the new students. C1 vocabulary. So he is actually testing you whether you know the meaning of this word C1 vocabulary. Neglected means what? He's testing you the vocabulary here, not the answer or the question or something else. And he has given even tougher words. That is marginalize. Marginalize. This is C2 vocabulary. They see the power of this word. C2 vocabulary, marginal. You think you can get grades without studying all these things? Marginal. This is C2 vocabulary. He has given even powerful words for you. How can you get the answer? Rani was laughing without no reason. She has a reason. That's why she was laughing. So she can understand how it is. Without reason, anybody will not do anything. Yes, I think you understand why you are laughing, Ranina, very clearly. Yes, you understand the secrets now. So C1 vocabulary and a C2 vocabulary. Yes. So he gave a C1 vocabulary and he's even giving C2 vocabulary to identify whether you know it or not. Now let us see the third word. Third word. What is the third word he has given? Indifference. He has given multiple clues for you. Are you wise enough for that? Indifference. Indifference is C2 vocabulary. How can you gather the answers? How can you get these marks? Okay. Without knowing the power of these words, indifference. Okay. Do you know? Actually, you don't know. You may be surprised what sir is teaching us. Yes, I'm teaching you the right path. I'm trained from Cambridge University. So I can direct you properly. I'm authorized to teach you properly. There are many doctors and there are many nurses who are teaching. Okay. So you should know the difference between what a teacher who is really teacher teaches and when a nurse or doctor teaches. There should be a difference and you have to understand the difference today. So that's it here. So he has given two C2 vocabulary words. Okay. Yeah. So C1 vocabulary, he's giving one word, easy word. Actually, C1 is easy word, but it has an implied meaning, inner, deep meaning. And he's given two words, marginalized, indifference. These two means neglected. Why are you indifferent to your son? And why are you giving benefits to your son and showing indifference to your daughter? Why are you not sending her for master's degree? Why did you send your son for master's degree? Why is this indifference? That means why is your daughter neglected? Why is your daughter marginalized? Why is your daughter given less importance? Neglected, marginalized, sidelined. So that is, the words are there. Did you find out the power of these words? Do you know that they are testing whether you know the meaning of these words? Who wants your answers? Nobody wants your answers. It's just testing you whether you know the meaning of these powerful words. If you get these words, if you get this mark, that means you are capable to get 450 marks, unless and until it is not a lottery system. Remember that. Now I'll show you what is this C1 and C2 in the name of official OET. I'll take you to the website because there are many new students. Most of the old students already know this. But for the new students, I'm taking this chance of exploring. Yeah, just go to this and say CEFR levels and OET grades. CEFR levels and OET grades. Yes, this is. We'll take it from the official. Online teachers, okay, we don't need official. This is official OET. This is official OET. Let us see what official OET speaks. I talk with power because of this. Now see here. I told you C1, C2. Now here is C1, C2. If you, I'm making it enlarged. Wait a minute. I'll hide this. Yeah. Yes. Now you can see reading, writing, listening, speaking. If you have C2 power, you will get A grade in all the 4 skills. If you have C2 level, just now I have shown you, na? If you have C2 level, you will get reading, writing, listening, speaking, all the 4 skills, you will get A grade. If you have C1, you will get at least B grade, 350 plus, 350 to 449. 350 to 449, you will get B grade. If you have C2 power, then you will get 450 to 500 marks. So now I want to ask you, from now onwards, these will be always power boiling sessions. I'm not going to give any ordinary sessions, and the admission will be restricted, and those who are not regular, they will not be allowed to enter the sessions. Okay, though you have paid the full fees, I don't mind. Okay, these are very important sessions, so try to attend the sessions properly. Hope. So is the explanation. You may be thinking that you are tested for answer, finding, listening something and writing the answer. No, you're not tested for listening here. You're tested for vocabulary. Is the explanation apt? That is my question. If you think it is 100%, give 100%. If you think it is nonsense, then give 0%. If you think it is average, useful, then give 50%. According to your priority, you can give 1, 2, 10 or anything. You can give, no problem about that. Okay, Reddy Rajani, last admission. Hello? Yes, hello? Yes, yes. Okay, yeah, tell me, please. Yeah, 1 second. So all the doctors and nurses type the value. If it is 100%, 1 second, please. 100% or 50% or 20%, the information which I have given you, just write it down there. Let me know how valuable this session is for you. చెప్పండి. Okay, master. Their last admission ఉన్నది అందుకని కనెక్ట్ చేయండి మరి. Let me talk about it later, but first you register now. Okay, you register the amount now and pay the amount, then I'll talk about you after the class. I'm in the middle of a session. Okay, I'll think about it because you asked me. I'll think about it. Okay, no problem. I'll consider. Yes, same number. Yes, yes. Okay, fine. I'll respond. Okay. Sorry, I'm in a class now. I'll respond afterwards. Okay, right. Yeah. So here I can see who are very obedient, who have responded. At least sir has taught for maybe 20 to 30 minutes, and he deserves an answer. Avil Kenwith, thank you. Kiran, thank you. Mansi, thank you. Anita, thank you. Dr. Naresh, big thanks. Jackson, Kirimi, Rani, Sukhwinder, Manjula. Yes. So this is what I want. I just want a number, that's all. If it is 0 also, it's okay, but you have to message there. Yes. So, right. Dr. Arshia has joined. Very good, Dr. Arshia, at least by you have struggled and tried to come. Yeah, Dr. Arshia, you are registered student already. Yeah, Dr. Naresh is to be registered. Okay. Dr. Arshia, can you unmute and you can speak your own? Can you introduce yourself if you're comfortable?
Yeah. Hello. Good evening.
Yeah,
Good
I
evening,
thought you
everybody.
faced some trouble joining in Zoom,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
somehow
yeah.
you messed up and you came.
Yeah,
They always join Zoom, not in what YouTube. YouTube for the free goers, but they will not get even 50% benefit. Here is live session. The power is here. Okay, yeah. Share your experience. Tell me about yourself and introduce yourself to the other students.
Yeah. Good evening to all. I am Dr. Arshia, and today only I joined. And I am very impressed after looking YouTube videos only. Nobody recommended me or that you about this, but really when I saw the YouTube these videos, I am impressed with sir, and I thought it is very useful for me. So today only I joined this, and thank you very much, sir, for kind support. Thank you.
Yes, attend regularly and be very obedient and gain good marks and make my name, spread far and wide. That is what I request from you all. Okay, whether you are doctors or nurses or physiotherapists or whoever you are just students, and remember that you are students only because you are learning. Yeah. So here, C2 vocabulary. If you know C2, that means you can get a 450 plus in everything. And if you know C1, you will get a 350 plus in every skill. That's what you have to remember. So learn. This is very important. Nobody will teach you this. So only Simon sir is crazy for teaching. So he loves teaching. He loves his students. He loves his subject. He loves whenever he does with a great big heart. When he doesn't do anything at all. It's a complete closure. Okay, he opens his heart very greatly, widely, okay, and otherwise it is total shut. So now see this. This is the official website. You can see here. Common CEFR means Common European Framework of Reference for Languages. C, Common European Framework of Reference for Languages. And you can see this here. For all doctors and nurses, all these things. And it is by the, occupational English test. Occupational English test. This is related to the test format for all the 12 professionals. You can see here. 12 professionals, all the 12 medical professionals, dentistry, dietetics, nobody will bother about. They will bother only about your money. They'll be bothering only about your something, blah, 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 and going off. I don't mind. I want quality. So if you are with quality, you be with me. Otherwise, off with me. Okay. So this is what you can see here. Okay. This is what. And if you get 450 to 500, you will get A grade. If you get 350 to 400, you will get B grade. And for the same thing scores, you have to go here. Now here it is. That's it. So follow this very strictly. This is the key. And you are tested for vocabulary. You lose this mark, that means you lose A grade. Okay. And this is recommended by official OET. Okay. Official OET. So these words are tough to understand. So let us ignore all those things. This is Cambridge Box Hill Language Assessment. Do you know what is CBLA? CBLA is the one which is conducting your OET exams. The OET, which is offering Cambridge Box Hill Language Assessment. That's it. This OET is offered by Cambridge. So this is the person, this is the body which is conducting the exam. You can understand here. So the OET is conducted by the CBLA and it is following these rules and regulations. Okay. So follow these very strictly. Simon sir wasted 5 minutes. No, he has brought an eye opener to you. Learn and learn and learn. That's it. And the main words, yes, you have learned. This is the eye opener. Dr. Naresh has written here. That means the normal words, one should know the synonyms as many as possible, not much. Many, countable should be many, not much. Much is uncount. Synonyms are plural. So how can you use much? Synonyms as many as possible. By default, synonym is singular, synonyms plural. So you can say money as many as possible. So that's very clear. So now, so follow these styles. Follow these styles. Whatever I have taught you now, follow these things very clearly. Yeah. So now let us continue here. Indifference means neglected. I did not finish yet. Indifference. Indifference. This indifference is largely down to it being primarily a disease of marginalized communities, sidelined communities. Nobody bothers about them. If it is a celebrity, people will run. If they are not celebrities, nobody will bother. For example, if Simon is sick, nobody will bother. If what's that name? Bill Clinton falls sick, people will run after him. The whole news will be covering. So marginalized means unimportant people, unrecognized people, ignored people, undermined people, underestimated people, neglected people, sidelined people. Okay. rejected people, refused people. Okay, so all these are synonyms, 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 synonyms. This is the power of synonyms. And then groups means communities, social groups means communities. Okay, that's it. So these are the words which play the key role. If you do not catch these words, you are lost forever. And I don't know how many who have given the answer A, whether they have got the answer rightly or was it a lottery, that they themselves can decide. But if you have the right, yes, sir, I know all these things, I got it right, then you are perfectly right. I'm not against it. I don't say that all of you are wrong, but there may be a chance of lottery also. That is what I'm telling. By fluke, if you got a mark, at least here is a chance for you to learn. So learn by all means. Yeah. So this is how it goes. Now we'll move on to the next question. Printed screen. Yeah. Explanation. When you do something, you have to do it perfectly. You do not rush. Yeah. So clear all drawings. And now, yes, Dr. Naresh has properly found the essence. That means the normal words, one should know the synonyms, as many as possible. One correction. Yes, you are absolutely right. You have found out the right essence, and you have passed on the essence to everyone. That's very important. Synonyms, synonyms, and synonyms. There is our coordinator, Meera, and yes, she will be giving you, yes, she will be giving you the words. Yes, Meera, can you unmute? Let me introduce you to the staff, students. Yes. Yes, you can introduce yourself to the students, and you can tell them whenever they have any requirement, you can they can contact you for any sort of support. She is my assistant and she is the coordinator. She will be looking all the academic things. So she is doing excellently well. So you can provide all the synonyms to them in person or in groups, whatever you are doing, you can pass on to them. Yeah, this is your time. You have 2 minutes.
Okay, sir, I will give.
Introduce yourself. What's your name?
My name is Meera.
Yeah, fine. So that's all. She will be, yes, individually she will talk very nicely. That's she is a short now. No problem. She will be contacting and she'll be supporting you, everyone. And she is the best supporter and she will do all the things needful. So the new students, Dr. Arshia, you can contact her. I'll provide you the number. You can contact her and she will schedule your timings and everything. So, right. So now let's move on to the next question if you are comfortable. So shall we have the second round? So give me a yes or a nay. Yeah, let me see how many of you have said yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 only. Okay, not even half. Okay, rest of you can go and slumber. Go and sleep. Yeah. So fine. Now let me see. At least 8 are there, more than half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 or 7, only half. I need one more. Yeah, we got. At least be something, na? Do something, na? Hmm? Yeah. So second one. Just what I asked you. I did not ask you to lift the mountain and throw into the sea. Just I asked you to give a yes or a no. Yes. Yeah. You can go through this now. Oh, sorry. Yes, this is the 32nd question. Go through this for 1 minute so that you'll get an idea. Yes. Now in this question, let us study this question. What is the most important word in the stem? What is the... Now let us segregate these two parts. The first one is the stem, and the next one is the branches. So in the stem, what is the most important word? Come on, let me see. How many of you will think properly? It's okay, even if you do mistakes, no problem. Yeah. Dr. Robson says that concerns our Chagas in the USA are the result of. So result. So result means effect, means consequence. So there will be a reason for every result. Cause and effect. Result is effect. So cause and effect. Cause means reason. So again, the same question in a different manner it has come. Don't think. It's the same style of question. Cause and effect relationship. Result. This is result. What is the reason for this result? The concerns are the results of some reason, something, some background, something happened. What is that cause? What is the cause of these concerns? Our concerns over Chagas are the results of something. Or what is the cause of these concerns? Same thing in a different bowl. Same thing in a different bowl. That's all. Old wine in new bottles. That's it. Okay. Remember that. So now here, result. and reason. Now, one of these must be the reason. One of these must be the reason. Now, what are the commonality? Eliminate the commonality. The disease. The disease. The disease. Commonality. This will not help you in finding the answer. Then eliminate the unnecessary words. Small words. A, in, the, of, at, of, with, of. I'm just showing you. Okay. There, have. Okay. An, of, the. Okay. Insect is already there. So which is not important. Insect, which means which is equal to insect. Insect is equal to which. Right. Now, the most important word is the result. Dr. Robson says that concerns our Chagas in the USA are the result of. There are two ways how to understand the flip of the question. You can understand the flip of the question because a lady asks a question. Number two, here the word USA is coming. Chagas in the USA. Chagas in the USA. So USA is coming. When the word USA comes, you should be alert. And the lady speaks, you should be alert. That's all. So in USA, specifically in the USA, are the result of. Specifically in the USA are the result of. You have to understand. Yeah. So now let us see here. Now, a result of what? A rise in the number of people at risk of being infected with the disease, a greater awareness of how many people there have the disease, an increased prevalence of the insect which carries the disease. Now in this, which is the most important word in option A, you think? A rise in the number of people at risk of being infected with the disease. Come on, give your word. So together you can transform this word into statistics, increasing statistics. You can write your own word, increasing statistics. Okay, next. Option B. What do you think is the most important word in option B? Awareness, right. So increased awareness, increased statistics, increased awareness. Rise means increased, greater means increased. See the commonality there. See the commonality there. Rise means increased, greater means increased, increased means increased. See similar words. So it is not going to help much. Okay. Rise or greater or increased means one and the same. So numbers, the most important words are coming now. The numbers means statistics. Next, awareness. Okay, awareness. And here the most important word is C, option C. What is the most important word in option C? Prevalence. Prevalence of what? Prevalence is important. Prevalence of what? Prevalence of what? Huh? Lecture of Simon Sir. Which is important? Lecture important or Simon Sir important? Huh? If Simon sir is not there, where is lecture? Understand. Understand. Go into the depth of the question. Your doctors and nurses. How do you make some mistakes? You should understand what is being a big word doesn't mean that it is more important. Okay. Insect is the word which is more important here. Prevalence of what? Insect. Insect of what? Prevalence? No. Insect is more important there. So you should focus on the important things there. Yeah. So concern is regarding what? Concerns is regarding the result of what? Is it because of the statistics? Is it because of the awareness? Or is it because of the insect? So now you have to listen very carefully and you have to answer yes. I'm going to play the audio.
Phase of the infection, symptom
Disease. And why is
Listen carefully how the question is shifting from one question to the another question. What all I told you, the lady's voice and USA, check whether they are correct or not.
Today we're talking to Dr. Jack Robson, a cardiologist and Chagas disease specialist in the USA. Dr. Robson, what is Chagas disease and why is it referred to as a neglected disease?
Chagas is caused by a parasite called Trypanosoma cruzi. Most sufferers become infected when they're bitten by an insect, commonly known as the kissing bug, which carries the parasite.
Right.
People often don't realize they've been bitten, and during the initial phase of the infection, symptoms are normally mild or absent.
Okay.
70% of those infected never develop complications. For the other 30%, the disease tends to remain silent for a long time, often 30 years, but it eventually enters a chronic phase characterized by serious cardiac, digestive system, and neurological disorders. About 7 million people worldwide are thought to have Chagas, but it attracts relatively little publicity or funding for research. This indifference is largely down to it being primarily a disease of marginalized communities in Latin America, where it's endemic. You need resources to force significant action.
Right, I see. And are there any concerns in the USA about Chagas?
Yes, the insect carrying the parasite is actually endemic to the southern U.S. states. Since 1955, however, no more than 30 people have been bitten and infected while in the USA. The alarming thing, though, is that it's become apparent that large numbers of first-generation and some second-generation immigrants from Latin America carry Chagas, around 300,000.
Right.
These people won't infect others, apart from congenitally and possibly through blood transfusion, but a significant proportion end up chronically ill.
And for the benefit of our listeners, can you describe an individual case?
Well, this year, a Bolivian woman, let's call her Marisol.
Okay. Now you can give the answer. So question 32. Give your answer. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Submit. More B's and less A's. Okay, fine. Let us see. Yeah. Now let us check our answer. Yes. 31 is A. 32 is B. B is the right answer. B is the right answer. Right, now let us see how it is right. Let us see how it is right. Yeah. Yes. So now if you check this, how it is going to work. Okay. Yes. So just go through this and you'll know the secret. How synonyms are playing a role there. So, concerns. Okay, result of what? Now let us see. Are there any concerns? Yes, there are some concerns about Chagas. What is that? In the USA. See, Chagas in the USA. This is the topic. When you get this topic, you have to move to the next question. That's the point. Yes, the insect carrying. Yes, the concern he's telling. Yes, the insect carrying the parasite is actually endemic to the southern US states. Okay. Since 1955, however, no more than 30 people have been bitten and infected while in the USA. So that is not a problem. That is not a problem. The insect carrying the parasite is actually endemic to the southern US states since 1955. However, no more than 30 people have been bitten and infected while in the US. So the insect is not that much problematic. The insect which carries, okay, is not that much problematic. However, okay, the alarming thing, the shocking thing is that it becomes apparent. Apparent means very clear. Apparent means very clear. Learn these words. Learn these words. They are very, very important. Apparent. Apparent. Apparent is B2, able to be seen or understood. Very clear. Very clear. Okay. C1, seeming to exist or to be true. C1 vocabulary. You can see here. It is C1 vocabulary. This is the one. Okay. Apparent means C1. Okay. It's C1 vocabulary. You can notice that one. Then next. Yeah. So that large numbers of first generation and some second generation immigrants from Latin, they carry Chagas. Okay, they carry Chagas. Okay, they carry Chagas. These people won't infect others apart from congenitally and possibly through blood transfusion, but a significant proportion end up chronically ill. So, the alarming thing, though, is that it becomes apparent that large numbers of first generation and some second generation immigrants from Latin America carry Chagas. The alarming thing is not talking about the risk of people getting infected. He's not talking about people getting infected because very few get infected. He told already here. So actual endemic and no more than 30 people have been bitten. Only 30 people, no more than 30 people have been bitten. So it is not a problem. It's not a concern. Okay. Only 30. Number is very small. Very small. This is not the problem here. This is not the concern here because no more. The alarming thing is shocking thing. Concern. When you say concern, concerns are shocking, alarming. You are concerned about shocking things, alarming things, surprising things, scary things. So there is your answer. The alarming thing, the thing which you should concerned about is it's become apparent that large numbers of first generation and some second generation immigrants from Latin America, they carry Chagas. Around 300,000 people, they have Chagas disease already. It's not the insect. Insect is not biting now. Okay. The insect carrying the parasite is actually endemic to the southern US states. So that is not a problem now. Since 1955, however, no more than 30 people have been bitten. So this is ruled out. The insect is ruled out. The insect is ruled out because the insect carrying the parasite is actually endemic to the southern US states. Okay. Then since 55, however, no more than 30 people, no more than 13 people have been bitten. So no more than 30 people have been bitten. No more than 30 people. 30 people is a very small number. So a rise in the number of people at risk being infected. So they are not getting infection. Only 30 people were bitten. So that is not ruled. That is ruled out. That is ruled out. Okay. They are not risk. They are already in risk. They are not risk of being infected. They are already infected. So how will they be at risk? How will they be at risk? They are already infected. Risk of infection is not there because they are already infected. So it is ruled out. That large number of apparent, that large number, how many? 300,000. How many? 300,000, around 300,000. A large numbers of first generation and some second generation immigrants from Latin America, they already carry Chagas. They have Chagas in them. They already have Chagas in them. That is what is concerning. You are saying alarming. That is what is alarming. Don't you understand? Even before alarming, the 2 points have gone. Insect has gone here itself. And being a risk of being infected is gone because no more than 30 people have been bitten and infected. That means not too much infection. Then comes the word alarming thing. The key word is alarming. Alarming means shocking, puzzling, concerning. Okay. Right? Worrying. All these things are very, very important. So is that clear? Is the explanation clear? Is the explanation clear? Many students have given wrong answer. A and C. Dr. Rani, you lost C. Okay. Dr. Naresh lost A. Dr. Arshia, yeah, you are right, B. So, I hope you understand the importance of the vocabulary here. Alarming, concern. Vocabulary is very, very important. The word alarming, there you start the answer. And you are thinking about before itself. So that's why you lost. Okay. Yeah. So, that's fine. So there we end the session today. And tomorrow we'll start a little early. And we'll complete remaining things. Okay. So give your feedback regarding the session. Your valuable feedback, please. Yeah, actually today I was not well, Rani. Tomorrow we'll start at 8 o'clock. No problem. You can remind me. You'll be my timekeeper. No problem. Yes. Yeah, Rani, Dr. Rani. You can unmute.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can introduce
Yes,
yourself
sir.
to our friends and you can share your experience.
I'm Dr. Rani from South India. So, so I'm very weak actually listening and reading part. So after joining with in this class, so the sir's teaching was very impressed, and I started learning about vocabulary and synonyms. I want to thank sir very much. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, the vocabulary, they are already posted by our coordinator Mira in the groups. You can collect them. Yeah. So that's the end of the session. Have a nice day. I'm giving you 1 minute to give your feedback. After that, that's a closure. Thank you, one and all. Have a nice day.